in 9 most horrific circus accidents.
Long move by a single acrobat in the pyramid, and within seconds, around 5,000 spectators discovered that the circus isn't always just laughter, joy, and thrilling spectacle.
We get straight into it.
Sometimes lives are lost right there in the ring. In this video, I'll show you the most notorious stunts that spiraled out of control and were caught on camera. Don't attempt to replicate anything you see here. It can be life-threatening. And don't think you're safe just because you're watching the show from afar. There have been instances where hundreds of audience members were killed during a circus act. As always, viewer discretion is advised.
Yo, have you guys ever been to
January
the circus?
30th, 1962. The Flying Wallendas, a troupe of 7 acrobats, performed at a fair in Detroit, Michigan. They created a complex 3-level pyramid on a tightrope strung 12 meters high without a single safety net below. Among them was a newcomer, Richard Fawnin. It was his first public appearance since marrying Jenny Wallenda, a member of the famous family of high-wire acrobats. They had earned a stunning reputation as the first family of tightrope walkers, captivating audiences for decades. Carl Wallenda, the family's patriarch, famously crossed Tallulah Gorge in Georgia on a tightrope. His grandson, Nick, set a world record for the highest and longest bike ride on a wire and was the first to walk over Niagara Falls. Along with Liana Wallenda, they became the first to cross New York City's Times Square on a wire, 25 stories up.
Wait. Is he not even strapped to anything? Is he? Wait, there's wires above his head. Is he strapped to any safety or nah? He's not? So if he falls, he's dead. If he falls, he's dead. Oh my God.
Across New York City's Times Square on a wire, 25 stories up. The Wallendas' performances were awe-inspiring, but not all ended safely.
Wait, no. Look, he's tied to something here. He's tied to something here. He's tied to something. This guy is anyway.
Wallendas' performances were awe-inspiring,
strapped to the pole.
But not all ended safely. When the pyramid moved forward, one acrobat stumbled, sending the entire structure collapsing. Herman, Carl, and Gunther Wallenda managed to cling to the wire, suspended in the air, watching in horror as their colleagues, Dieter Shep, Mario Wallenda, and the new member, Richard, plummeted below. Jana Shep, perched on the topmost level, fell with them, but Carl grabbed her wrist at the last second. He held her for nearly 25 minutes until a makeshift net of blankets was arranged below. When Carl finally let go, she landed safely.
Wait, I just... Sometimes I don't get this story, bro. Like, you're at the circus, there's a lot of people, and it took 25 minutes to get a blanket to catch her in. Like, 25 minutes, like, what is everyone doing? Like, sometimes I watch this story, yeah, and the time it takes for people to act on it blows my mind. Bro, if I'm at a circus and I just seen someone fall and someone's holding on, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to take me 25 minutes to get a blanket. It would take me probs like 5 minutes max if I've got to find it. Do you know what I mean? Who brings the blankets to a circus? I don't know, but you'll find something. You'll find something in 5 minutes. You would.
Blankets was arranged below. When Carl finally let go, she landed safely, suffering only minor injuries. Mario sustained a severe skull fracture, resulting in paralysis. Sadly, Dieter and Richard passed away on the spot. This tragedy made headlines worldwide. If the performers allowed even a standard net below, it could have saved their lives. Despite the loss, the Wallenda family continued performing. The next night, Herman Wallenda and his son Gunther took to the same tightrope, honoring the fallen and demonstrating their commitment to their art. But tragedies would continue to haunt them. June 15th, 1978. At 73, Carl Wallenda carefully walked a wire stretched between 2 buildings of the 10-story Condado Plaza Hotel in San Juan, Puerto Rico. The stunt was broadcast live, and thousands watched, gripped with fear at every step, as he performed without any safety gear. Wallenda once again took a risk and
I bet you any money he will fail the DUI test that the cops do where they say walk in a straight line. I bet you any money he still would fail that. Because those tests that they do, you can't pass. It's impossible. It's impossible. I bet you still can't pass that.
And shocked everyone. Carl balanced with a long pole, but a sudden gust of wind threw him off.
Oh.
He lost control and fell from a height of 30 meters. Sadly, he didn't stand a chance. It seemed that after a tragedy like that, you should have thought about using safety gear all the time.
Oh my God.
But alas, in 2017, the Wallenda troupe performed a pyramid stunt, this time with 8 people at a height of...
Wait, I get you're a part of the circus, yeah? But are you even needed? You're just sat there. What are you actually doing? Do you know what I'm saying? They could have just put a teddy bear there. It would make no difference, bro.
17, the Wallenda troupe performed a pyramid stunt, this time with 8 people at a height of 8.5 meters. Another accident occurred during rehearsal while practicing without safety gear, as they would in the actual performance.
Oh wait, are they actually doing something for the team? That person in the chair are actually doing something? That actually helps the team with their back? Oh wait, really? Oh, I thought they're just sitting there having a ride. Oh, okay.
Just like before, one wrong move led to the entire pyramid collapsing. 5 performers hit the ground and suffered various injuries. Liana Wallenda was the most severely injured, with a ruptured liver, broken rib, punctured ear canal, fractured shoulder and heel bones, and severe facial injuries. You can see in this video what she looked like after numerous surgeries. This ordeal was a true test for Liana, but the most important thing is that she and the others survived the fall. Personally, I wouldn't mind if circus performers used safety equipment. It wouldn't make the show any less thrilling for me.
No, they just need safety nets. Why are they not? They use safety nets now, right? Just use safety nets. I totally understand why they don't want to be strapped to something, because that would take the thrill out of it. You know what I mean? But safety net, you're not really taking the thrill out of it. You're just protecting if you do fall. Why? Yeah, you should just always use safety net. Oh, they have to now, yeah. They should. That'd take the thrill out of it, the safety net.
And I'm sure I'm not the only one. What do you think?
Nobody wants them to die.
Because in their quest to wow audiences with bravery, circus stars pay a heavy price quite often. May 2018, Colombian acrobat Navas Harugui performed one of the most dangerous acts at Gande Circus on the island of Guernsey. He was running inside the famous Space Wheels, a massive structure spinning high in the air, when suddenly things went wrong. Navas felt himself losing rhythm as he approached the hatch in the center of the wheel, which he was supposed to jump through. Instead, he slipped and was thrown from the wheel, falling from a height of 9 meters. The audience heard a loud impact as he landed on his back. Shocked, the crowd screamed, and the circus team rushed to help him. I thought I was going to die, Navas later confessed. Miraculously, he survived with only a few bruises. But sometimes accidents happen not because of the acrobat's error.
Oh my God, look at
May
that.
4th.
Yo, that's actually fucking wild.
But sometimes accidents happen not because of the acrobat's error. May 4th, 2014. In Providence, Rhode Island, the acrobats were...
Yo, chat, should I do one of these stunts for a subathon challenge? Do you reckon I reckon I can master it. I reckon I could do it. I reckon I could.
Trying to impress almost 4,000 spectators who couldn't take their eyes off of them. 8 acrobats were performing their signature act, the human chandelier. They hung by their hair from a circular metal ring. Then, suddenly...
Hey, I've always thought if I tug on my hair too much, I'd pull it out. Sometimes when I shower, bro, and I run my hands through my hair comes out. You're telling me they're being held up by their hair like this, it's not ripping off? Or hurts? What the?
Chandelier. They hung by their hair from a circular metal ring. Then, suddenly, the woman fell, and the entire structure crashed down with them. Spectator Shelley Berry recalls that as the background music faded, people thought it was part of the act, and the music would start up again, and the acrobats would rise to take a bow. She realized the horror of the situation and screamed. She was right. This fall wasn't planned. The steel clamp holding the acrobats 6 meters up had snapped under the weight. Another performer on the stage below was injured as well. Once the reality set in, panic filled the venue, and emergency responders rushed the injured to the hospital. 2 acrobats suffered spinal cord injuries, 5 others had fractures, and 1 sustained a ruptured liver. many spectators reported being emotionally traumatized by what they had witnessed. There were so many calls for help that a special support hotline was set up for witnesses needing counseling. Still, incidents with failed safety mechanisms during performances, unfortunately, aren't uncommon. June 29th, 2013, Las Vegas. Spectators at a Cirque du Soleil show could barely keep up with the spectacle, as the scenes on stage constantly shifted between acrobatics, martial arts, and even pyrotechnics. This is what makes Cirque du Soleil the world's most famous circus. Then it was time for Sarah Sassoon Gaillard-Guillot's act. A French acrobat was lifted to a colossal height of 30 meters. Suddenly, her cables snapped, and she plummeted into a pit beneath the stage with a scream. The audience could no longer see Sarah, but could hear her moans and cries. Other performers, hanging helplessly, waited as they were slowly lowered to the ground. Gaillard-Guillot was rushed to the hospital, but tragically, she couldn't be saved. The investigation revealed that Gaillard-Guillot had hit the platform above during the ascent, dislodging her cable, which tore on a sharp edge. This was the first fatal accident in Cirque du Soleil's 30-year history. The circus promised a thorough review of its safety protocols to prevent future tragedies. But it's not just acrobats who are at
Hey, guess what, buddy? I got a crazy idea. You ever heard of safety net?
risk during performances. April 18th, 2023. A vibrant circus show was underway in Luoyang, Henan Province, China. Two massive lions ran in circles, following the trainer's instructions. Suddenly, they began pacing restlessly along the cage as if searching for something. A video that surfaced online shows the large predators noticing that the enclosure gate wasn't securely latched, prompting them to nudge it open and slip into the audience area. The spectators were unprepared for the lions' escape. People started
Oh my god. Oh my god. Sherry, thanks so much for the tail one, Sherry. Bro, imagine you're at a circus and lions get out. Holy shit.
prepared for the lions' escape. People started screaming and scattering, clutching their children. Circus staff reacted swiftly, capturing one lion before it could leave the circus. Capturing the second one proved more challenging, as it had wandered into the parking lot. Ultimately, both were returned to their cages. Animal welfare organizations like the RSPCA and PETA once again emphasized that constant relocations, cramped transport, and forced performances negatively impact animals. The loud noise and crowds can be incredibly stressful, making incidents like these inevitable. Sooner or later, an animal will try to escape or
Well, yeah,
seek
no
revenge.
shit, bro. Hey, you put me in a fucking prison cell, I'm gonna try and fucking escape. Know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm not gonna sit here and have a rant about how people keep fucking animals like closed up and shit. But yo, if you're gonna keep like you know how like you get lions in the safari, at least that's a big enough area. You know what I mean? So you go to like a safari park or zoo or whatever, it might be a big area for the lion to run about. Bro, having them constantly in these cages, nah. I don't fuck with that. Bro, lions need a lot of fucking room, dude. Keeping them in fucking cages.
Later, an animal will try to escape or seek revenge. September 13th, 2024. The Shapitu Circus.
No, to be fair, like, yo, safaris, like, I know people get mad at like animals being at safaris, but especially the safari near me that I've been to, the lion place is really, really big. So it's kind of like, when it's big, it's not that bad, right? Because they can run around, they could do their fit. Like, it's massive, dude. It's massive. They can run around and do their shit. Obviously, it's not the wild, so it's not like what they would prefer, but like, it's better than a tiny ass cage.
Arrived in the Karelia city of Olonets, Russia. It was a significant event for the locals, especially children. In this video, you can see them attentively watching a massive bear as it walks around the arena,
I think I've seen
pushing
this
a
bear
wheelbarrow
before.
like a human. But suddenly, the bear's behavior changes. It clearly grew tired of following the trainer's commands and attacked him before the audience.
Well, it's a bear.
At first, people didn't realize this wasn't part of the show, so they didn't rush to leave. And the distance from the ring to the front rows was less than a meter. The circus hadn't even set up a protective net when a second man on stage kicked the bear to release his colleague. The audience finally understood the seriousness of the situation, and adults quickly started escorting children out. Eventually, a stun gun was used to divert the bear. The trainer survived with minor injuries, but the audience complained about the event's organization, where no one ensured their safety. This incident once again underscores organization, where no one ensured their safety.
What the fuck is this? No. Put me there, bro. I'm releasing that bear. I ain't give a fuck if it attacks everyone. Bro, his hands tied up as well. I feel sorry for the guy, man.
Incident once again underscores why most developed countries have long banned the use of animals in circuses. If you ever attend such a show, keep in mind that animals may be aggressive due to relentless training, and as you've now learned, even safety barriers don't always protect. However, animal attacks aren't the only reason performers, spectators, or animals can be harmed simultaneously in a circus. July.
I don't want to sound like I'm a fucking Karen, bro, but this is not entertaining. A bear in a fucking tutu. That's not, bro. Bro, if I want to see a bear, I want to see a bear fucking slashing shit. I want to see a bear fucking running up trees, fucking taking shit down, being a motherfucking bear, bro. Not dancing in a goddamn tutu. Dancing in a goddamn tutu, bro. Fuck is this?
Or animals can be harmed simultaneously in a circus. July 6th, 1944. Hartford, Connecticut. 11-year-old Maureen Krekian was about to attend a circus performance with her neighbor and her daughter. But when she knocked on their door, she found they'd already left without her. So the young girl went to the circus alone. Finding them among the crowd was challenging, with nearly 7,000 people gathered around the big top. Can you imagine that? And the main circus arena, under the massive canvas big top, could hold even more, up to 9,000. Maureen didn't dwell on being alone. Once the show began, she was completely engrossed. First, she watched the flying Wallenda's aerialists with awe. Yeah, the same ones whose story began this video. Then, the famous animal trainer Clyde Beatty entered the ring with wild cats. The audience was thrilled by how well the lions and tigers obeyed him. Maureen gasped each time they showed their claws. This act was indeed a bit scary, yet the real danger came from elsewhere. Out of the corner of her eye, Maureen noticed a flash. She looked up and was horrified to see a fireball. No, it wasn't part of the act. It was a real fire. The flames started small but spread quickly, fueled by the paraffin-coated canvas for waterproofing. The orchestra immediately played The Stars and Stripes Forever, a kind of secret code signaling the staff of an emergency. Yet everyone quickly understood without it. People began stampeding toward the exits.
Oh my God.
Maureen stood frozen, terrified by the chaos unfolding around her. She saw people high up, without enough time to get down, jumping off the bleachers and breaking their legs. Everyone was shoving each other. Parents scooped up their children and ran to the exits. Maureen was completely alone and had no idea what to do, as she was afraid not only of the fire, but also of getting injured if she jumped or of simply being trampled. Meanwhile, the flames rapidly consumed the tent. Some exits were blocked by panicked people trying to squeeze through, while others were cluttered with animal cages. Among the chaos, Maureen saw a man lifting children over them to safety. That's when she gathered her courage and jumped off the bleachers onto the straw below. Fortunately, she wasn't hurt. A young man was nearby, slicing open the tent with a pocket knife to avoid the crowded exit. He grabbed Maureen's hand, and she, in turn, managed to pull another girl to safety at the last moment. Maureen made it outside and sighed in relief. She was saved. Sadly, not everyone was so lucky. The fire injured over 700 people and claimed at least 167 lives.
167 people died? Holy fuck.
For 700 people and claimed at least 167 lives. Most of them women and children. Some perished from burns, others were trampled or trapped near the exits. In 1959, a man named Robert Dale Seegey confessed to the arson, but later retracted his statement. Seegey claimed he had a nightmare where a Native American on a fiery horse ordered him to start fires. He insisted he'd been acting unconsciously. Investigators doubted his testimony due to his mental health issues and lack of evidence. 5 people responsible for circus safety were convicted, but were quickly pardoned, and the circus continued operating. The modern circus has existed for over 250 years. Always spectacular, yet controversial. Over time, circus owners have phased out freak shows, where people with disabilities or unusual conditions were exploited. But don't you think there's still room for improvement in today's circus performances?
Yeah, 100%.
Share your thoughts in the comments.
Yo, I think some of the circus shit is cool. I don't like the animal stuff though. I actually don't like the animal stuff. But like, you know, like the acrobats and like the stunts that they do, like that is cool. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you're gonna need to start using some safety nets.
Do you think there's still room for improvement in today's circus performances? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to my channel. There are more shocking true
I like some circus like things, like especially like highlights and clips that you see online. Like some of them are really fucking cool, bro. Some of them actually are, but the animals, no.